Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is going to be a Yuris Revenge game on Dune Patrol, and it's going to be this service depot type tactic where he keeps constant Reiner tank pressure by repairing the tanks so none of them blow up. And I like to get my build order so like I have it like basically like fine-tuned, because if a lot of players like to do a lot of games on this map, so I mean I like to have my build order and like what I do kind of like well planned out, because of the fact that like I'm gonna get the same buildings, try to get building fast, and like make sure I make the pillbox at the right time, and I could actually make a GI instead of a third dog if I want to. And I got the timer on, so the timer you could actually see behind the timer. That's actually like a new thing I figured out how to edit in. See, you can see the dog run behind the numbers. Before you couldn't, it was just black. So, yeah, I'm getting better at video editing.
New construction options. New rally point established. New rally point established.
So we're gonna get the 3 Guardian Jet IFVs, and going 1 minor from War Factory just seems a lot better versus Soviet. Regardless if they go rush or 1 minor from war, it seems like. You use every GI you got for self-defense. If the Soviet doesn't rush you, it seems like the Soviet might not be a good player. The only reason the Soviet wouldn't rush you is if they were either, you know, going for like a heavy macro game, or if they were going for super weapons. But I mean, you can't. It just seems like that's not likely for any good Soviet to do that, and a small map like this. Okay, so this guy's doing some tricky stuff. Some tricky stuff. And you see, he does a repair depot I was telling you about. And I asked him, I was like, "Did you invent this tactic?" He said yes. So I was like, okay, maybe he did. But I don't know why he puts that battle bunker there. It's just the fact that it seems like he might be spending more money than what he needs to. I mean, this build's kind of good, kind of not good. It's kind of a little tricky to say for sure. And one thing, I could actually lose the game if I do a bad micro with those IFVs. I lost 1 IFV, that's not the end of the world. Okay, got that tank. Taking out a clean tank like that with the plane is actually a huge hit with the Harrier. Believe it or not, that slows down his rush a lot. And look at how much damage my IVs did, where he has to repair the tank like all that much. Okay, popping a few pillboxes. So he actually did. I actually think that flag cannon is actually a really good idea by him. That flag cannon is a good idea. But I don't know about that battle bunker, honestly. I don't think the battle bunker is a good idea, though. It does give him defense, but it's just the fact that he should... Just my opinion, anyway. Boom, boom, boom. I accidentally shouldn't have left my base. Right there, I should have kept the defense. And by the way, my build is to stop building after I have 3 miners and a radar. I could sell MCV if I want, that would actually be a good idea. Or I could hold my MCV. But I think holding the MCV is a better idea. For a lot of reasons. Freaking Guardian GIs were acting stupid for a little while right there. But they actually did their job at the end. So anyway, yeah, I think I playing a lot of games, and I think that selling the MCV is too much of a risk. Because if I lose a War Factory, it's basically game over. And look at how I'm camping with his GIs in the bottom. He's taking a lot of damage if he runs over the GIs. I mean, my God. I know if I got 4 miners on the middle fresh ore patch, I mean, it's gonna rip him up. He's gonna rip him up with the GIs, and I'm collecting a lot of money. And he probably only has 2 miners. He might have 3 at the most. So I'm ahead of him in miners. Cause you could just tell by the way he has a repair depot, second power plant, flag cannon. No way he has 4 miners. So I'm making more money than him.
Destination commander, good to go.
Unit ready. Structure sold.
Now, I could have made a battle lab right there, but I figure, why even bother? It's not that important. If I collect all the money in the middle and the top, I'm gonna be way ahead of him. And I'm just gonna use grizzly tanks, and then maybe I'm get a battle lab a little bit later on, in a minute or two. So I got enough grizzly tanks to win the game right now. Probably got enough. Now, battle lab to finish them off, to make sure everything's clear. But at this point, I'm making so much money, I can make more planes, more racketeers, make some, you know, attack dogs for fodder. And, you know, he's running out of things he could do to hurt me. So it looks like he might just quit the game soon. Okay, he's selling off. Yep, it clearly had the game won. Good game. Hey, what's up? So we're gonna have another game, similar build. So you remember last game I used a Harrier instead of a Racketeer?
Building. New construction options. Construction complete. Building. New construction options. Unit ready. Construction complete.
So now I want to scout the map with the dogs. So I mean, I kind of think that using the Harrier is a little bit better than using the Racketeer, because you could kind of with just one flak truck, but it does force him to cancel tanks and make a flak truck, so that's actually a good thing in a way. But it seems like the one Harrier is just constant, like boom, 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 hitting him with a missile, hitting him with a missile, hitting him with a missile. Gets his tanks kind of shooken up a little bit, even though it doesn't do like super lot of damage with just one hit. I mean, it does 150 damage, and the random tank has 400 health. It does weaken him quite a bit. Almost takes him down, you know, halfway. Just one hit from the Harrier.
Unit lost.
So here we go. We're gonna
Unit ready.
one miner from war. And notice I don't stretch the war factory too much.
Construction complete.
No.
Cancel. Ore miner
I actually think that building all the miners on one patch is better early on, because you get to sell the refinery, which just gives you the 300.
Unit ready.
It makes you hit 0 less.
Tools of the trade. Conversion in order. Made for
Unit
speed.
ready.
Everything's made to fit.
Construction complete. Building.
So I got the 3 Guardian Jet IFVs. Should be able to defend, and now he's doing that same shit again. That thing that he does actually can kill you. I actually lost like a game against him when he did that before, because probably the reason was because I made a mistake with the IFVs. If you make a mistake with the IFVs and you put them too close to the Rhino tanks, and the Rhino tanks charge at your IFVs, you could lose the game. So that's one way to lose the game. You got to be very careful when you're allies. Very, you know, Soviet is very strong and very durable. They could, you know, knock you around a bit. So watch, one flak truck's going to counter that Racketeer, just as I thought, but he had to pay 500, so was it worth it? You know, kinda yes, kinda no, but you don't get the sustained damage like you do from the Harrier. Because it's really hard to block one Harrier. Unless you spend quite a lot on air defense. Relatively a lot.
Our base is under attack. Ore miner under attack.
Oh, he ran into the miners.
Ore miner under attack. Reinforcements ready.
Lost 2 IFEs, but shit.
Destination, Commander.
Unit ready.
Mining. Solid as a rock, sir. Ready to roll. Affirmative. Bound for.
All I gotta do is bring pressure when I paradrop.
Good to go. On our way, sir. Securing position. High
Unit
speed,
ready.
low drag. Orders.
Think you'd be able to stop this?
Unit lost.
And he was too slow with the Desolator.
Unit promoted.
So he's just gonna give up just because I got him with a paradrop? That's kind of messed up. He could have.
Defeated.
What?